Hello and welcome to another Royal Reviewer live pop-up chat, and today is Thursday the 10th of October 2019 and we've got a few royal stories to get through today. So we're going to be talking about Sarah Ferguson, Sarah, Duchess of York, admitting to having gone under the knife and having cosmetic surgery procedures. So we'll be talking about that. Also, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, and Ed Sheeran have teamed up for Gingers Unite. Yes, we'll be talking about that too, and I hope you've all had a chance to watch that video. Also, Prince Harry has been out today as part of World Mental Health Day in Nottingham, so we'll be talking about his engagement today. And also, the Queen has been performing an investiture. So we've got quite a few news stories to go through today, and I'm not quite sure which order I'm going to do them in, but the one thing that I always do straight away is find the chat room so I can see who is here. I hope you've all had a really lovely day, and the chat room is just coming up now. So, I can see everybody. There we go. Hello to everybody. Sonia says good morning. It's evening here. It's actually 20 to 8 in the evening. So hello. Thank you all for all your lovely comments. And let's just get straight into it. So the first story that I want to talk about today is Sarah, the Duchess of York, who has admitted to having had or undergone cosmetic surgery procedures. So there is the link. Now, the link is there for you guys live to click on and watch and open and follow if you want to. However, if you don't, that is perfectly fine. And if you're watching on catch up when this is not live, I will still put the link in the description box, which is underneath where the close to the top, just before you get to the comments. Just drop down that box and you will see it in there. So let's take a look at this. Well, in the title, she's quoted as saying, "I've had a lot of help to look like this at 60." Wow. And of course she is approaching 60, and yes, wow. She's finally admitted from Botox to at least 2 types of facelift to stem cell therapy. My goodness. And yes, so she obviously has been feeling the pressure. The article does, tend to focus a little bit on celebrities feeling under pressure to look good and all the rest of it, and especially if you're female, you feel particularly more obliged to undergo these types of surgeries, whereas men are just seen as aging gracefully and silver foxes, and it's the women that are sort of made to feel like they need to sort of keep up and keep young. But anyway, she has admitted to how she has been holding back the years. And if you look at some of the photographs in this article, the sort of before photographs and the now, you can most definitely see a difference. So she has admitted to having had Botox in her forehead in this area, a thread lift. Now I do believe that's stitches. Isn't it called something like the lunchtime facelift? So they put stitches in and then hoik everything. Oh, do I need that done? Ooh. Ooh, look. Ooh. Yes, so she's had that done. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing her replica tiara, the York tiara today, in her glorious honour. So she's admitted to thread lift here. She's had a laser facelift. She's had organic fillers and vitamin injections. So there we go. That's actually quite a bit, isn't it, people? And there is, if you go down beneath that photograph, there is a photograph of, when was it, 2012, and one from 2013. And after receiving a vitamin injection, did it do that? My goodness, look at that. Wow. Okay, inject me. Plump me up. Wow. If that was just from one vitamin injection, wow. That's quite good results, I have to say. So she confessed, "The happiness was shining out of me because my daughter was getting married. I was so glad. I loved Jack When I'm passionate about anything, my eyes shine. So obviously she's talking about how she looked on Eugenia's wedding day. Above all, it was being joyful for Eugenie that made me look good. But I'd had some laser treatments on my face which helped too. So yes, so what she's saying is it's not just a combination of whatever surgery or procedures that you have done. It also, youth and energy and radiance emanates from you. And what she's saying is, when she's happy and joyous, that radiates through regardless of whether or not she's had anything done. But she also had that done on that occasion. Oh my goodness, I have a donation. 19.99. Who was that from? Let me just scroll down because I know I'm going to miss things. Kate Emily, who says thank you and we love you in New York City. Best wishes, love Kate and Janitha. Thank you so much, and of course you get a big fan flap from me, although it's a little bit broken. But there we go, a big fan flap from me, and a big kiss too. Now, let me retournez-vous to the article. She says, the laser treatment comes with extraordinary claims. It purports to be everything we'd wish from cosmetic procedure, from a cosmetic... How have they spelt procedure? They put a hyphen in between. Pain-free, non-invasive, with no recovery time, and accomplished in no more than 90 minutes. Well, I'll stay for 2 hours and get more done. So she's revealed that she's had this done. Now, the fact that she's revealing that she's had it done and also showing the lady that's done it kind of says to me perhaps she's been paid maybe a few dollars, to promote and admit that you've had this done, because of course people then will want to go and get the Sarah treatment. So yes, I'm thinking this whole article might be a little bit of an advert, but nevertheless, she is her own woman. She's not tied by the constraints of being a working royal. She can earn her own money, and if she chooses to do it this way, then that is absolutely fine. So, Dr. Gabriella says, I live on jingly jangly nerves. I'm very focused, earnestly intense. But I live at high speed. Oh no, this is Sarah. This is Sarah speaking. I live on jingly jangly nerves. I'm very focused, earnestly intense. But I live at high speed. I don't sit down for long. I'm always saying to Dr. Gabriella, come on, hurry up. I'm the worst patient. So there we go. She's also explaining a bit about her own personality as well. So this is what Dr. Gabriella did say. She said, but it's passé now. Now we have different treatments we can use instead. Toxins are always toxins, so I've looked for alternatives. I only use Botox if a patient specifically asks for it. I try to explain what would be better. And she's not a fan of the frozen look, or perhaps the pillow face as well. She also has her own serum. And she says Sarah began having mesotherapy, an injection of vitamins, minerals and amino acids under the face's mesodermal layer to plump the skin. In 2013, she then moved on to organic fillers, non-invasive injectables that fill out facial lines. Well, we could all do with some of them, my love. Then, 5 years ago, she proposed a thread lift, also called a puppet lift. There you go, a puppet lift. This involves no knives. Instead, medical threads are inserted into the skin to create a supportive mesh that pulls the face upwards, like this. The threads dissolve over 6 to 8 months, but the result should last for 2 years. There we go. Wow. It's like garden trellising. Well, there you go. There's an analogy. It's like garden trellising for sweet peas. You insert the threads under the skin with a fine needle, and they hold everything up. Says Sarah. Well, I could do with everything being... Who remembers that scene in Death Becomes Her when she drinks the potion and she goes, well, bottoms up. And then she goes, maybe it was a bit like that. Maybe it was that sort of a moment. And then when she walks off, maybe Sarah got the result where everything got... and everything lifted. And her face, and she shakes her hair, and her face gets all beautiful and gorgeous. And yes, maybe she's drank the potion. Maybe that's what it is. So yes, Sarah revealing all of her secrets. So these things encourage collagen production. It takes a couple of months. Then the sweet peas bloom. Before I've had it done, I thought, oh, this is going to be painful. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, my loves. My skin responded well. I think if you look at photos of me after I've had it done, I look much better. Well, I think you do, actually. So they inserted nanopeptides, synthetic growth factors, under the skin with the synthetic thread stimulating collagen production, explains Dr. Gabriella. But now we've swapped the threads for laser because it's non-invasive. Wow. And Sarah confides that she hopes the laser treatments will help her look her best for her 60th birthday next Tuesday. Oh my goodness. Dr. Gabriella says a multitude of factors determine how long treatments last and how many are necessary. If you're aged 40 to 50, you might need 2 or 3 to get optimum results. Other factors come into play: lifestyle, smoking, environment, the colour of your skin, whether you dance all night. The Duchess is a challenge because redheads have more sensitive skin. Oh, that's a bit of a backhanded compliment, isn't it, my loves? The Duchess is a challenge. Oh, I'm going to have to black fan flap that one. Oh, that was a bit of a snidey. Oh, was she throwing shade? I think she was throwing shade in that one. But anyway, there you go. So that's what she's had done on her old mug. So yes, Sarah has been nipped and tucked and rejuvenated and all those different kinds of things. Let's see what people are saying. Cindy says, I want her to come up off the tiara secret. Christine says, I will just deal with what nature has given me ahead of surgery. The tiara challenge. What's the tiara challenge? Have I missed something? What's the tiara challenge? Hello to Unique K from Jamaica. Hello to you. Thank you to Jenny. I do have quite a big collection of tiaras right now. Lisa says, wow, she was beautiful before. I think she will always be beautiful no matter what. And Rosary says, she's strong enough to admit she's had help. I've looked in the mirror and seen my jowls dropped, my eyelids fallen, and my eyebrows balding. Yes, well, one day I'm going to have these lips done, and then I'll come out like this. Like, hello and welcome to another Royal Reviewer Live weekly chat. Ooh. Yes, it'll be a bit like that, won't it, my loves? Let's carry on. Stephanie D. Kelly says, good for her, it's 2019, and she is in the public arena. She is indeed. Yes, HDTV is no one's friend. Indeed. Kate says, hi everyone, so glad I'm home from work. Kelly says it's okay to have some cosmetic work done. Little work never hurts anybody, as long as it isn't overdone. Well, yes, I would agree. Glenda thinks, do whatever you need to do to keep you feeling better for yourself. Well, I would agree there too. Elder Pilder says, dear Lord, you're already a perfect... Well, thank you. I might need a little, I mean, I'm sure these were higher at one point. I'm sure they were. I'm sure they dropped. Look. Look. Oh, look, that's what I need doing. Look, it's only subtle, but look. Yes. Oh, yeah, that's what I need doing. I'm going to get one of those thread things put in. Like Sarah. Hashtag blame Sarah. Rosary says she could be paid. Yes, she's not working royal. Exactly. Well, there you go. Hasn't she been self-supporting? Yes. Although, obviously, I think Andrew might help out a little bit. You know what I'm saying. Kate says, if I lived in the public eye, I'd want work done. The mags are too cool. Oh, yes. Have you seen those red circles of shame? The red circles of shame. Okay, in the UK, gossip magazines, they put a big red circle in the around your cellulite and your jowls and anything that's drooped and your fat bits and your muffin tops and your bingo wings and all that business. They put a red circle around it and highlight it. They're really cruel here in the UK. I don't know if they do that anywhere else, but yes, in the UK they put a big red circle around it. They may as well put a neon sign with an arrow going, cellulite, cellulite, cellulite. Yes, that's what they do here in the UK. It's terrible. Mona Lisa Smile says, at least Fergie didn't go too overboard with the cosmetic procedures like many celebs do. Indeed. Yes, hashtag advert, HM the King. It most definitely was, and she most definitely was getting paid. Yes, she's had lots of ventures, including children's books. Budgie the Helicopter was indeed one. I'm wearing the York tiara today, Sarah's. Kate says, can my whole boys get a Fred life? I don't know. Candice Very says, I might do Botox on next door's cat. It's always grumpy looking. Plump up its frown. Oh, not on cats. Unique K says, you're cracking me up with all those expressions and statements. You are so funny. Well, there's only one way of reading it, really, isn't it? Plasma Pain says, no, not needles in the face. Yuck. Let's have a look. I'm going to scroll down a little. Jackie J says, oh, wow, that is cruel. Yes, the red circle of shame is most definitely cruel. Lady Buckingham says, I just need every inch of fat sucked out of me. Dysons are good for that, my love, I'm told. Christine says, sometimes facelifts can go bad, indeed. Cat Lover says, why did she pick now to say something? Advert. She's probably getting paid, my loves. She probably needs some more money for some more rejuvenation. You know what I mean. Constance says, I appreciate the honesty about any cosmetic procedures. Well, yes, there is that. I mean, to be honest, you know, she's pretty much an open book, isn't she? So it doesn't surprise me in the least that she's come out and just said it. I mean, she still is a bit of a, you know, breath of fresh air, I think. Thank you to Lisa. Cindy says, I just love your fish lips. Yes. Hello and welcome to another Royal Reviewer live chat. Yes. I'll be like the Kardashians, my loves. Gail says, wish I could afford a complete lift, a body lift, but Phyllis... Oh, I think I'll need everything lifted. Look, my belly button will be on my head. Now, Gree5 says, I'm glad I drank my water before your comedic performance or my screen would have been ruined. Yes. Gail says, agree, remove the shame, no trout lips but fillers and Botox. So yeah, count me in. Yes. Gail 4 says, made it, but late. This headline intrigued me regarding the cosmetic surgery. Yes, I'm sorry if I've missed comments, but I'm going to scoot all the way down to the bottom. Kate says, how does the monarch feel about Fergie's honesty? Are they less involved in monitoring her? Well, I mean, we're never going to know what the Queen actually thinks. I mean, she's probably thinking, oh, there's Sarah again. You know, what she had lifted this time. I don't know. You know, what are they doing with all the loose skin? You could make a purse. You could make a clutch with it. I don't know what she's having done with all this loose skin. I mean, where's it going? Who knows? But anyway, HM the King says, instead of a body lift, I'll keep my money for a stair lift. Oh, a Stena stair lift. Oh, who remembers Flora Hurd on a Stena stair lift? Hashtag goals. Life goals. Kissy says, I have had an eye lift at 19 years of age. Oh, was that for cosmetic reasons or personal reasons? Sonia says, as a redhead, I just turned 48 on Monday and I'm not too concerned about aging yet. I have less lines or wrinkles than any of my cousins or family, so doing so okay naturally. Well, there you go. Slee says, I wish my thyroid didn't age me so fast or put on and take off weight. Otherwise, I would consider cosmetic surgery. And Candice Various says, laughing, what's that? It's a mega overdose, Daffy Duck lips. Yes, that's my trout pout look. Yes. Siva says, you really look good. Well, I'm not bad for 36, my loves. You know, 4 years and I'll be 40. So I'm not doing too badly, I don't think. And I've not had anything done yet. Rose says, is the Queen naturally... Well, of course she's naturally beautiful. What? Of course, she's a goddess. My goodness. The King says, I used to get that cupping done and the needling. Ooh, really? What did you get cupped? Oh, my goodness. No, right. Mentioning the Queen, that leads me on to one of my other stories. So I'm going to deftly go on to my other story, which is the Queen, who was out today, and she was holding an investiture at Buckingham Palace. So there were 62 recipients that were welcomed to Buckingham Palace this morning, along with members of their family, to receive their shining insignia. Now, they are, of course, press photographs, so head on over to the Royal Family, the official Twitter account, and you will see all the photos, and there are a couple of videos too in all of their glory. Some of the interesting photos are actually of the insignia and badges themselves. Let me just hang on. I'll post the link in here, and I'll put it in the main box anyway. So there you go. Head on there and just scroll down a little bit because it's kind of a bit backwards. But anyway, honours are decided and announced by the Cabinet Office UK twice a year, at New Year and on the Queen's official birthday in June. Awards are presented to recipients by the Queen and other members of the royal family who might be deputising for her during one of the approximate 30-minute investitures held throughout the year. Now, it used to be different. There have been changes made due to the Queen's age. Just kind of, small changes. So there are a lot more investitures that go on throughout the year now, but they are for less time. So whereas before the Queen, thought nothing of standing up and dishing out these insignia for like 2 hours or something, now it's 30 minutes maximum, because that is a long time to be standing in one spot. So now it's spread over a lot more senior royals, and basically they get more done that way, and it's less intrusive on the Queen. So that most certainly helps. Honours are given to deserving and high-achieving people from every section of life, soldiers to community volunteers, performers to leaders of industry. Anybody can make a recommendation to the Cabinet Office for a British national to receive an honour, and there are ways of doing that. Now, some stats. The Queen has personally held over 670 investitures during her reign. The first investiture of Her Majesty's reign took place at Buckingham Palace on the 27th of February 1952, and the first person to be presented was Private William Speakman, who received the Victoria Cross, and that must have been a huge honour. Today, the Queen presented the Queen's Gallantry Medal to Mr. Christopher Jewell, and there's a photo of him there, and it explains why he got that. There was also Mr. Edward Grills, also known as Bear Grylls, who received an OBE for his services to young people in his position as Chief Scout and for his charity and media work. So there you go, Bear Grylls got it. And you can see a video of him speaking too. And there is also a video, like a little bit of a montage video, of the Earl of Wessex discussing the importance of the Gold Awards. And there's also one of the Queen dishing out the insignia as well. So there we go. You can watch that and enjoy. There is also, if we scroll down a little bit, on Prince Harry's engagement today. So I will make a video on Prince Harry's engagement after I've gone off live. But today, on World Mental Health Day, the Duke of Sussex returned to Nottingham to reunite with two community initiatives that aim to improve the mental health and opportunities of young people. The Duke has previously visited Nottingham Academy to talk about mental health, and today returned to find out more about the Epic Partners Nurture Sessions, where students discuss mental health and emotional well-being. The Duke took part in a reluctant readers session with pupils and Barney, a therapy dog, that comes and engages with the students every 2 weeks in a read-to-dog session. Now, I have first-hand experience of a therapy dog, and especially a reading dog, because in my previous employment I worked in an education setting where we did used to have a dog come in who used to help the children read. So I can speak from personal experience how important it is to get children reading through whatever way that you possibly can. And if that is to have a dog come in to help you read, if the child or the young adult wants to read to the dog and it can help, then that is fantastic. So I can speak from experience that is a really, really wonderful thing that is being done, and I'm really, really glad that Harry got to see that and experience the power of that. Yes, a big thumbs up for that one. His Royal Highness joined a school assembly with Year 11 students and discussions with Year 7 and Year 8 pupils. Whilst in Nottingham, the Duke visited a community recording studio where His Royal Highness was able to see an extract from a new hip opera. There you go, I almost got that wrong. A hip opera. So not an opera, a hip opera. A musical piece which highlights mental health issues. And it looks like it was really, really fun. The CRS has been running for 20 years and teaches young people film and video skills, as well as music, and provides access to professional employment and key industry contacts. Now, I said before a while ago that I would love for, you know, people that are being helped by charities to come into employment that can do video photography work for the royal family. So I'm hoping that maybe Harry spotted some raw talent that could be employed in the future to do that kind of thing, because that would be really good. St Anne's in Nottingham is a community that is special to the Duke. His Royal Highness has spent a significant amount of time in the city, visiting Nottingham Academy and CRS on several occasions. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex spent time with the hip opera in November 2017 after their engagement. I do remember. So there we go. And there's also, if you go to Sussex Royal Instagram, there is a little bit more information on that too. And I think it's pretty much what I've kind of read previously. The Duke took part in the school assembly where they talked about managing stress at every level, and he shared his own thoughts on the importance of good mental health. There was also a fun visit with a therapy dog who supports students who feel reluctant to read and allows them to garner more self-confidence. The visit ended with CRS, the community recording studio, and they are doing a hip opera titled Mental, which is a musical that explores mental illness through drama, spoken word and song. And they conclude by saying, overall, a very special day, celebrating community and seeing how we can all play a part in supporting each other's well-being and mental health. So there we go. That was Prince Harry's day. Yes, well done, Bear Grylls. Yes, I've just seen some comments. Nottingham. Fran Mellor says the Queen is struggling with her knees these days. Well, they are still fine legs to me. I mean, she's still got shape in those legs. They are in fine fettle, but yes, standing on them for too long, not terribly good. Oh, has someone seen Molly? Yes, there's Molly. Did she just jump up? I didn't quite see. Beverly says, I have a special needs son and I'm so happy to see the royals referring to those individuals as additional needs. I love that wording. Yes, additional needs is one of, I mean, there are lots of different terminology. I mean, within my setting I was in, there was complex medical needs, and there's all kinds of different needs. I'm just going to scoot down a little bit. There we go. Corrine says her knees are old. I hope I don't have to have any replacement surgeries. So many I know have had to have them. Well, she's still going. She's still going strong, and she is a goddess. She really is a goddess here on earth. Yes, Molly is kind of sleeping on the chair. Beverly says, with your background and wonderful personality disposition, you would be ideal to join the royals in their media or charity work. Have you? Well, if they want me, they can have me. I'll do whatever. Right, I'm going to move on to Harry and Ed Sheeran, because that was a video that was released today, especially. So I'm going to read what Sussex Royal Instagram account said about that video. So the video is up there on that account. I put it on my channel, so you can watch it in whatever format you want. I'm sure you already have. So they say, it's World Mental Health Day. Both Prince Harry and Ed Sheeran want to ensure that not just today, but every day, you look after yourself, your friends, and those around you. There's no need to suffer in silence. Share how you're feeling, ask how someone is doing, and listen for the answer. Be willing to ask for help when you need it, and know that we are all in this together. So check out the accounts below for more information, and there is a whole list of different mental health accounts for you to check out if you want to. Now, the video was very, very funny. It started with that little preview that we saw yesterday, and it kind of evolved into a bit of a comedy sketch. And of course, we had the great phrase, "Gingers unite," which of course wasn't what Harry had in mind. So yes, it was really, really funny. I thought it was very clever, and it certainly raises the awareness when it comes to mental health. And you can certainly see the friendship and the warmth between Harry and Ed. So yes, gingers unite, indeed. Let's see what people are saying all about that. Jackie J says, that was a cute video, but such a great point made about mental health, indeed. Rosie says, I love that video, gingers unite for mental health, they do indeed. Fran Mellor says, she needs a new horse keeper. Get in. I don't know anything about horses, although I would like to learn to ride. Sean says, I love the Gingers Unite moment. Yes, it was a moment, wasn't it? Hello, Gingers Unite. Gingers do suffer from a lot of prejudice and mental health issues in the ginger world. Gingers should never be overlooked. My goodness, it's a whole subculture, isn't it, of gingerness. Yes, I mean, to be perfectly honest, I've never really looked at a ginger in any way other than you've got red hair. But anyway, yes, there is still lots of prejudice out there, and just like in for lots of different people, different things. But yes, that is still one that is, I suppose, more commonly accepted. But it's still really, really awful and bad that still happens. So yes, raising awareness most definitely is good. Beverly says the Wessexes are involved with the Special Olympics. Oh, I would love to. In fact, I've helped out at sporting events like that before, local ones. Frederica says the doorbell was hilarious. Would like to have one in various tones for all my international friends. I would like the Queen Mary 2 horn as my doorbell. Let me know in the comments if you could have any sound as your doorbell. What would it be? Mine would be the Queen Mary 2 cruise ship bell. I would love it. I really would. Frostlog Payne says, what a shame the media isn't covering Princess Anne's tour of Japan. Well, I've been a little bit busy myself, but I'm hoping to pick back up on lots of different things going on. Right, I think I'm going to have to leave it there. Have I done everything? Yes. Queen's Investiture, Prince Harry in Nottingham, Harry and Ed Sheeran, and Sarah Ferguson with her cosmetic surgery. I'm done. So, I want to cover Harry's engagement today in terms of video footage. So I'm going to put all the links and stuff on this video once I've uploaded it, and then I'll set to work on that. So, if you have enjoyed this video, please give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to share on social media, and also hit that bell so that you know whenever I upload a new video. So from me in Shropshire, mwah, to you all, and goodbye.